Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ole Miss offense takes the field. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keep it up with the speed on the other side. That's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Adams. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. The give from the gun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game done.
Pocket starts to collapse. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you
throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. Man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Turns it on in midfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Going up top on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Alabama! What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On second down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Oh, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on third down for this offense. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Comes out throwing on first down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they will score! Touchdown, Bama! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He fires a bullet to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Young. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them and making.
And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now on second down. The aerial assault continues. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
They'll run play action. Going for it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the stomping has commenced.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. The short hands, it's Sims. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Rebels pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that.
And he throws another interception, bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown time! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Scrambling away. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off. Touchdown, Bama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They tack on a little extra here in the 4th and just about set to break this long losing streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Give to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the left.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Just a short pass to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Rebels are on the move. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Keeps the legs moving. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Now on 2nd down and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the run, it's Young. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25, he's got room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Well, some might think